They're like, in English, damn it. Now you're speaking my language. Oh, welcome out to the Alpha Primos podcast, the show where we talk about anything and everything from Ripley's Believe It or Not to Instagram's latest thought. Hey, I'm Juan Solo.
That was a good one.
I like that one. That was a good one.
That's very good.
Thank you.
That's very good.
All right, well, introduce yourselves.
I am the fastest gun in the west, north, south, and east. JJ.
And I'm your local gamer named Paco.
I'm running out of Macho Man introductions. Might have to switch over to a different wrestler.
I mean, I had to deep dive into the archives. Man.
Right. Everyone's gonna have custom intros now.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back. So, on our last episode, we talked about the Twitch rule changes and the Apple Vision Pro stuff, and so we're currently at 26 views on it. So
Nice.
so that means our subscribers are watching it multiple times, or there are people watching that aren't subscribing. And look, no judgment. I'm just glad y'all are watching our stuff. But
Amen.
hey, if you like the stuff, just hit the subscribe, man, and just come right back. You know, we got plenty of more.
Hit the subscribe.
entertainment
Add
for
a couple of extra inches to your penis. Like
Yeah.
clinically
There
proven.
Exactly, and you can trust us because we are people on the internet, and you can't post lies on the internet.
You can't. Look, I'm just saying, if you watch our podcast at least 2 or 3 times, by the third time you're gonna realize you're not a grower anymore. You're a shower.
There you go.
Your dick.
Exactly. Anyway, we did actually get a comment on the video. The comment is from Jojira, and he was talking in response to the Apple Vision, the goggles. He said, "Yes, the government trained soldiers with VR. Haven't you seen the Lawnmower Man?"
I have not, but I have played the game. And I also found out the novella is very different.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Stephen King refused to put his name on it. By the way, it's based on a novella by Stephen King.
Holy shit.
He was going to sue the studio because they changed it like so much. And he's like, you better take my fucking name off that. That's not my story.
Not associated with me.
Dang. Yeah, I never would have guessed that. But
yeah.
But then again, you said it had nothing to do. It wasn't his story, so I could believe that.
There was an actual lawnmower involved in Stephen King's story.
No fucking way. Does it take place in a Mexican neighborhood as well? Because that'd be even more terrifying. All the lawnmowers take over. That's the real lawnmower.
I think it's just the groundskeeper that like all the spooky shit happens to. But you know, since he mows the lawns, it's the lawnmower man.
Lawnmower man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've read it or read the Wikipedia about it. that summarizes the plot for me. Yeah.
Speaking of lawnmowers, I didn't know that the city here has a robotic lawnmower or a remote controlled lawnmower, like a big, huge motherfucker too. Like it's basically like one of the battle bots on steroids. I think it's huge. was because we did the library. We did some event in conjunction with the city, and they had all this construction equipment out there. And then I just saw this like flat red thing. I was like, I wonder what the fuck that is. And I didn't even go investigate it. And then one of the city guys walks over there with the remote control. I'm like, what is he doing? And boom, he just hits the controller, turns on a button, and the thing fires up. I'm like, oh my god, what is it? Is it a drone? No, he just moves it around and just starts mowing the lawn. I was like, that is awesome. Why didn't nobody tell me about this? I'm more excited than the kids are, which is what this is for. That was he's out there just mowing the lawn like it ain't nothing. I'm like, why is nobody into this right now? This is great. Like I don't see these things. Like
And then the
I
guy
walk,
just
can I play with
the
it? He's
guy
like,
just glues a gun to it, and he's like, "Ah, a weapon to surpass Metal Gear."
that'd be great. It's just got a fucking machine gun strapped to the top of it. He's like, takes off all the safety guards so the blades are exposed. He's like trying to come near me.
To
That shit is
to be
awesome.
fair though, you make anything remote controlled, it instantly becomes like 10 times cooler.
He's
That's
right.
true. That is true. If you can remote control it, that is like way cooler. And also that means
Mhm.
you're just way the fuck lazier. Like
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
fucking lazier than we
Hmm.
imagined.
Hmm.
But
But the
but like
coolness outweighs the
yeah,
laziness, you know.
your coolness factor goes up by at least 10 points. You're like,
Yeah.
is that what I think it is? Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, wait. So
His name
since
is
it's a lawnmower, that would mean that it's got like propeller blades on the bottom to actually cut the grass. You think
yes.
if they flip that bitch over, it'll fly?
It's too heavy. I thought about that. It doesn't create enough force. I've already thought
Oh.
about this and got sick of staring at it. Like, we just flip it, it's gonna fly up into the air. You know, just put a GoPro in it, go put a GoPro on it, you're good to fucking roll. I'm like, what's the range on this thing? Like, it's 2 miles, 3 miles? I'm like, we could do some damage with this. We're like, yeah, because I tried flipping it over. That bitch is heavy. That's not going in the air. Not enough thrust. Not enough thrust. Not enough. And also the blades would be point. I think the blades have to be like a helicopter have to be curved in a certain manner.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So they're not curved in that particular manner to be able to, achieve lift.
But we could
And
swap them
so
out.
we definitely could. We definitely could. There's got to be a blacksmith
How
in this
much
thing
does one of
somewhere.
these go for? Like, I think I have a summer project.
It's got to be. It's probably a lot. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
a couple
probably a
thousand
lot.
dollars. Pretty sure it's a couple $1,000 at least. At least.
It's a yes. And on that note, anyone watching this, let us know in the comments what remote control device you would want in your life.
There's gonna be a lot of sex toys on that list.
And there ain't no shame in that.
There is no shame because that would be
I
like I 100% would invest in that
Hmm.
the
if I was
the one I
investor.
want was already invented for a Mountain Dew commercial.
Oh god, I thought you were gonna say like a fleshlight or something.
The
Oh
vending
no.
machine.
Well, yes, they do have one that jerks you off already, but no, not that. Yes, the vending machine, Quinn. I want the remote control vending machine so I could
The
put
one that
beers in it.
shoots out, the one that
Hmm.
shoots out Mountain Dews like fucking bullets and
Yeah,
mortars. That is
yeah.
great. That is like
Hmm.
a very
But
violent, non-violent deterrent. Like you got a big old pipe, put a couple of Mountain Dew machines out there, and just let them fucking rip. Like you're not really killing anybody. You're just kind of hurting them, and they're getting the point across. And be like, look, you fucked up. Have a Mountain Dew, right to the face.
I think we just invented a new frat boy sport. We could get that remote control vending machine and load it up with beers, like Jay said, but then we'll put it at the end zone of like a football field, and then it
Yeah.
shoots out the booze, and then you have to run and try to catch the beer. If you catch it and you chug it, that's a touchdown.
Ooh, that's a good one. You have to chug it
If
while you run.
no, you can stay in place when you catch it, but you have
Mm.
to finish it. If you
Oh,
run and it slips, that's an incomplete, and you lose yards.
what if like instead of the Mountain Dew machine is like the ultimate dodgeball boss level. Like that.
It's like playing. It's like playing tennis against the wall. It's relentless.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's
I
I
like
mean,
this idea.
imagine
I
the
like
party
Juan's
tricks.
football idea. I think I think if we workshop that a little more, we could actually make it a we could
I mean,
actually make
cornhole
it a
is
good
a fucking
game.
sport.
hmm
I mean, cornhole is a
yeah.
fucking sport. I swear to God, it's not on this. We've lost our way.
Like it doesn't even
Like
have to be with the Mountain Dew vending machine. You could get one of those like fucking ball throwers
yeah,
for
the
like
football
Or like,
dogs.
throwers.
or, yeah, yeah, or like a
Well, yeah,
t-shirt
that
cannon or
too.
something. Yeah.
No, no, no. But you haven't seen those long ass sticks that like people take to the park
hmm
for their dogs. Like if you're
Oh,
gonna
you
play
put the
fetch
ball
with
on the
them,
end of it?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
it
you could
shoots it.
just
hmm
shape it so that it holds beers, and then you can chuck them motherfuckers really far. I'm pretty sure the
that's
dude
true.
that tosses Stone Cold his beers has one. I mean, or he's got like a fucking cannon. I don't know. I've
He's got
never seen him.
that is a former quarterback of some sort. So, speaking of like the cornhole as a sport, I feel like there's enough obscure sports in our world right now that ESPN the Ocho needs to exist. Like I don't
yeah.
understand why there is more than enough obscure sports to fill up a 24-hour period. Like I would, if they made that just one channel, like you like, hey, if like the Disney Plus bundles, like you get Disney Plus Hulu, and then you only get ESPN the Ocho, I'd add that package to my fucking subscription because it's like
Well,
I
yeah,
just
that's
want
the only thing keeping me
Well,
from
like
getting
that's.
the bundle, right? Because I
hmm
don't
because of
watch
ESPN.
ESPN. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
I mean,
because our cousins, whenever we get together, like we literally sat there like towards the end of the night drinking, just watching random sports from other countries. We literally sat there for 3 hours, watched some kind of African wrestling,
Oh,
commenting on it for like three
it,
fucking hours.
it wasn't
Like,
Turkish oil wrestling.
yes, that was another one that we watched, Turkish War Wrestling.
That's where they grab
We
each other
watched,
by the dick.
yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I might be getting the country wrong, so sorry anyone from Turkey, but I'm pretty sure it was Turkish oil wrestling where like they grease up these dudes and they show up in like loincloths. And
Hmm.
then they
hmm
just grab each other by the dick and try to submit the other one.
God, that's fucking horrible.
I'm like, how do you train for that?
I don't know.
I mean, that's a lot of grip training. That's a lot of like those stress balls.
Yeah.
Like how just being like a steel ball that you get like you go to a steel plant and just like I need all your iron and you're just crushing it like all day.
I,
Like that's all
it's
you're
like
doing.
I
to train defensively. Do you just have like just someone like Dutch rudder you or something? Like
I feel like to train for that, like
I don't know
for
how
defense.
you train for for
that,
defense.
right?
Like I can already see like a handful of ways you can train your grip. Like even some like
Yeah.
36 chamber of Shaolin shit where it's like you fill a bucket with sand and there's like a pebble on the bottom and you just got to work your way through
Um,
to get to the pebble. But like for
wait,
someone just like ripping on your dick, I don't know. Like,
I feel like if the train to like, are you grabbing all the dick and balls, or are you just grabbing the balls, or just the dick? Because if you're just
bro,
grabbing the balls, there's really no way to train your balls. Like you either have to remove them, and they're gonna get crushed regardless, or if you have to train, if it's gonna be grabbing your dick, you have to train your dick. Like you just have to make it hard all the time and just beat it against a tree, like Muay Thai guy beats their legs. But then
it's
what's
just
even worse
tongue
about
poke,
that?
just smacking his dick against the
But
wall.
the downside to that is like the only way you can now get hard is if like some dude's grabbing your dick and squeezing ungodly tight, and you're like,
You
babe,
think they
I'm
test these
taking
guys
a
for like Viagra or something? Like instead of testing for steroid?
shot. Probably, yeah. He's just like, what are you taking? I got that blue chew, bro. I got that blue chew. I don't know.
Blue
Talk about
Chew is
Cialis.
banned in the sport.
Those are the sponsors, like Blue Chew, Cialis,
They've
fucking.
also banned Lance Armstrong from participating because he's only got the one nut. He's got an advantage.
He's got an advantage. There's no way he has an advantage. He's only got one. You have to have both. That's so unfair. Yeah, yeah. So that's another idea for Disney. Like Disney, we're just writing you.
I don't think
I
they're
don't
in the
know why.
market for Turkish oil wrestling,
uh,
bro.
yeah.
We're literally writing you so many checks for billions of dollars. Like ESPN the Ocho needs to happen. Like that just needs to happen right now. It
I
needs to
mean,
happen.
I
I
want them
mean,
to
I'm
bring
wondering.
back Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah.
What
You
was
know.
that?
Also, is the E channel still a thing?
I think it still exists.
Yeah,
Is the E channels? I don't remember. I remember if the E
yeah. I'm
channel is
pretty
still
sure
a
it's
thing.
still around.
Because I remember that's where I first saw Burt Kreischer. He had a show on E where he just went around and
Yeah.
partied. And like I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that dude's living the fucking life. That's the next Burt Kreischer show. You just go around the world doing all these obscure sports. It
Hmm.
writes itself. There you go. E channel, hit me up. I got you.
Oh, and Wild and Crazy Kids Juan was that Nickelodeon show where they would get like there were three hosts. One of them was Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother, if I'm not mistaken, and
Okay.
Yes, I think you're right.
they would essentially just get a bunch of kids and they would do some sort of challenge. Like I remember they had some kind of like uh remote control car like derby or rally, but the rally track had like landmines, like small
Cool.
landmines, right? But like the RC cars could blow up if the kids made the wrong turn or
And
something, or they would have like
okay.
a giant water balloon war. But it was just a bunch of like random fun kid stuff, right? Like
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that sounds great.
I could have swore like wasn't there an adult version of Guts and the Temple game? Damn, I forgot the
the
Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Legends
Legends of
of
the
the
Hidden
Hidden
Temple.
Temple.
Wasn't there an adult version of both of those?
I think the adult version of Guts is just American Gladiators.
True, true. Which
And
I
then,
don't know why they keep taking it off the air. Back in the 80s and the 90s, it was good. They had like fucking Blazer and Laser and
Pyro.
fucking Hammerstein and all these
Pyro
great.
dated Millhouse's mom.
They had all these great names, and then they brought it back, and it was still good. But then they took it off again. I'm like, why do you keep taking this great fucking show off? Like, this is a great fucking show. I think now, what is it? What's the one that they go after? That's kind of like American Gladiators. The one with the Rock. I forgot the name of that. Like the Challenge or some shit.
Oh, the Titan
oh
or the
yeah,
Tower?
Yeah, the Titan or
yeah.
whatever.
It
Yeah,
was. Mm-hmm.
that one. I think I could have swore I thought I saw a video years ago of somebody working on like a Mario Kart esque like live action where you get in the carts and you drive around the track. It was the same thing as the same principle as Death Race, where you would drive over like the square, and it would
Mm-hmm.
activate like a laser in your cart, and it would do the random choice, and then you could fire it at the car in front of you. But like laser tag, it had a laser, like you could miss if it was if it was a turtle shell, if it was a blue shell, it was automatic. If you had a star, you had some kind of like our RFID field or something that as soon as you pass by, it would just shut down their car for like a quick few seconds. Same thing with like the banana peels. It would hit like the ABS brake and it would just like kind of stop you from moving for a little bit, but then you would keep going. I could have swore I saw a video of somebody working on that. If you're out there, keep working on it. I'm ready to be a test dummy.
I believe it. The technology
Yeah.
kind of already exists because
Yeah,
the little remote control Mario Kart cars they already do that.
See, there you go. We just make it bigger. Just make it bigger. Fuck it. Go for it. I'm ready.
Like I don't know if they have turtle shells, but I know that they do have like the banana peel. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
racing against someone else with the RC cars and you run over a banana peel, your car just stops for a little
Ah,
bit.
that's still pretty cool. All right.
Okay. All right. So now on to our next topic. Well, actually, Paco, since you're the one that brought it up, why don't you introduce what the next topic is?
Is this what I think? Is this what the topic I think it is?
Yeah, it's the one you
Okay.
brought up. So yes.
So I want to see, instead of all these live action remakes, I
Mm.
want to see remakes of movies, but instead of with live action actors, with the Muppets, like the original, like Kermit and fucking Grover. And my first movie that I'm going to throw out there that I want to remade as a Muppet movie, fucking Con Air. Con Air as a that would be fucking amazing. Con Air as a fucking Muppet movie. Because let's be real, all the Muppet movies have made money. Nobody, I don't think anybody has anything bad to say about the Muppet movies. Sure, they weren't like not all of them were great, but they were still entertaining as fuck. Like
So I'm
you can't deny that. But you mean to tell me like they've already done like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and all like the popular ones. I'm talking about they need to do some of the more obscure things that we'd be like that'd be hilarious if Nicolas Cage was played by Grover with the fucking wig. Like I would,
no, I
and
think
Dave
it should be
Chappelle's
Gonzo.
character was played by Fonzie.
I think Gonzo should be Cameron Poe.
Yeah,
And of course the chicken should be his wife.
yes.
I don't know who the randos he beats up at the bar should be. I guess they should be like some lesser known Muppets.
It should just be lesser known Muppets. But like I remember all the Muppet movies had just different random other Muppets in the movies too. That nobody really knew. They
Yeah.
were just background. So it should be all that. You know, you should have the main cast as the
Oh
Muppets.
damn it! It writes itself because his his friend in prison could be Rizzo the rat.
Yes. Hey, wait a minute. Rizzo the Rat could also be in the Green Mile.
Oh
The
my
Muppet Green
god.
Mile. That could be the Muppet. I mean,
So
like,
I wish I remembered this dude's name, but I saw a video of some guy on social media. I don't think he became anyone like famous, like an influencer or anything. He might be a writer, but apparently his thesis for college was that the Muppets could make a good Tarantino movie, but Tarantino wouldn't be able to make a good Muppets movie.
that's fucking
Like
accurate. That's
if you
fucking accurate
gave
as fuck.
if you gave the task to the crew of the Muppets to write a Muppet version of Pulp Fiction, they would knock it out of the fucking park.
It
But
would
Tarantino
surpass the original.
but Tarantino probably wouldn't be able to make the Muppets Christmas Carol.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
No, wait. Imagine Jackie Brown by the Muppets, man. Fonzie playing Samuel L. Jackson played by Fonzie.
Who would
Like
be
I said,
Robert
these
De
write
Niro?
themselves, and then with the Muppet movies,
Oh,
they don't have to be super
Doctor Teeth
accurate
could be
either.
could be Samuel L. Jackson. No, I want Doctor Teeth to be Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, like and all Muppet movies, even when they redo like the famous movies or the most popular pop culture movies, they don't follow the script exactly. They throw their own little flair into it and throw their little jokes, and they just use like whatever famous lines, and that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it good. It's like, oh, you know, it's like the best satire you can find out there. Prove me wrong. Jim Henson was a fucking genius. Prove me
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Still, Con Air, bro. Con Air.
when you pitched this, you mentioned Disney movie. So when you threw Con Air out of nowhere,
Well, I agree that it should that there should be a lot of different random Disney movies, like um, what's one
like
that did
Beauty and
like
the Beast would have worked better as a Muppet movie than
oh
as a
most
live
definitely
action.
Then
Like
as a
you could
live.
still, yeah, you could still cast Emma Watson as like the live as Belle. Belle
yeah
would be like the one live action lead. But
Mhm.
then, well, I guess then maybe Animal turns into a person
yeah Animal would
at
turn
the
into Pitt.
end.
Just have Animal
Yeah,
turn into Brad Pitt.
I had the same casting in my mind for the Beast also.
The
Should
Animal,
be animal. Yeah.
who should be
Uh,
Gaston?
Ooh, that's oh dang
Gaston's hard to cast as a
yes.
Muppet.
yeah. Wait, what
I
about
mean,
the the eagle guy?
Sam
He's
the
always
Eagle?
yeah, Sam the Eagle. Or
mm,
no, who's the blue one? I keep forgetting his name. He's always like an agent of some sort.
Well, like Gonzo?
it's not
No, he's
or Grover. Or,
no, damn it. I guess it is Sam the Eagle. Sam the Eagle. I think it is him. Man, I'm gonna have to look it up now.
I'm like, unless you're thinking of Grover.
Yeah, but he's a
No,
Sesame Street character.
you know, just Robert
They,
says,
That's true. He's not a Muppet.
yeah, he's Sesame Street. There's a difference.
Hmm.
yeah,
Rarely the twain
Yes.
do meet. Because I think Kermit's been on Sesame Street, but
yeah, it's
it's
Sam the Eagle. Sam the Eagle, because he
okay.
would be the
Yeah,
yeah, it would be Sam Eagle because he's probably like the most aesthetic wise, like you know, has like the I would imagine he would have
the
the
chiseled
chin
jaw.
and the
Yeah.
jawline and shit of Gaston.
Hmm. Who should be Belle's dad?
Um,
Because
I
like
was gonna
the
say it could either be the Swedish chef or just be he's just going crazy, or Doctor Bunsen.
Dr. Bunsen.
Doctor Bunsen.
Because like all of the servants in the castle could just be the regular Muppet cast, right? Like
Yeah.
Kermit could be Lumiere, and Miss Piggy can be the duster. I forgot her name, the feather duster.
Oh, I forgot her name too.
But they and then they just reverse their roles. Like instead of Lumiere chasing after the feather duster, it's Miss Piggy chasing after Kermit.
After Lumi, as always. Always.
Right. Uh,
You were talking about Sam the Eagle then.
Yes, I was talking about Sam the Eagle.
Hmm.
Sam the Eagle would be a good Gaston. He would
I
be a
think
good
you said
Gaston.
you wanted the Swedish chef to be.
to be
Swedish
Bill's
chefs
dad.
could be like really every time you see him, he's like, "Oh my god!" Brr, brr, brr," like that. That right there is like it
That
writes
would be
itself.
very. It would be very easy for Sam the Eagle to convince the townsfolk that Bell's dad is crazy if it's the
Yeah,
Swedish.
yeah. It would make it so much easier. I'm trying to. Right now. I was racking my brain for another Muppet movie, or another Disney adaptation. I really don't want to mess with it because it's one of my favorite Disney movies. But maybe Atlantis.
Ooh,
Maybe
Ooh.
Atlantis. Atlantis would be a good one. And again, I'm sorry, but Sam with the Eagle would have to play the bad guy again because he's the only one that aesthetically looks like the fucking bad guy. Like all these bad guys have these like American jaw lines here that I'm talking about.
Well, like
Because
I mean, you
Atlantis is
could
one of my
because
favorites.
I mean, it could be like a live action
Yeah,
person
it could be
play
a
the
mix.
yeah.
yeah, like because we could
I
get
think they
like
all would have to
Batista
be
to play the
mixes.
bad guy.
Yeah, because see, I think that all the Muppet movies should be a mix of like the live action and the Muppets in them because that's
Hmm.
what makes them great.
Hmm.
Um, the other one, the only one that I think that would work as a Muppet movie, but you really wouldn't need too much live action. You'd probably make new Muppets. would be the Emperor's New Groove. The Emperor's New Groove, like that one's another one I don't think you really need to mess with. But if you make it into a Muppet movie, you know, it'd be really hard to like really make it any better. Or I think it would make it like a short or something.
Hmm.
That's the only thing you could do with it.
Batista can be Kronk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Batista can be
Yeah,
Kronk. I mean, David Spade could still voice the Muppet.
he can still voice. Yeah, he can still
Yeah.
voice. John Candy would be, or not John Candy. John Goodman could
Yeah.
still be, could
No,
still play his character
but
as
just the
well.
live action. Yeah, he'll be live action.
All right, what about like horrible Disney movies? Like, what's a bad Disney movie? There's a lot.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
I haven't seen a lot of the bad ones.
yeah.
Like, I
Or,
know
or
Elemental's bombing. I haven't watched it.
I think it's just
Mm,
bombing because people think it's boring.
As
Like,
yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily
it,
bad. I think it came out at a bad time.
I think it's
Mm,
that like the trailer just makes it look like, hey, you like Zootopia, right? But now instead of animals, they're things.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're elements.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
elements now.
Mhm.
Um.
The same formula.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, Song of the South. It's bad
Ooh,
Oh no! Oh
because of
no!
reasons,
No!
but like,
No!
I don't think they're not remaking
what if
that one.
you do
That's a different
Dumbo?
kind of bad.
What if you do Dumbo, but instead of the crows, you have the two old guys play the crows?
See, that
Oh,
works.
That would
what is
work
it? That would
actually.
That
work.
would
You do the
work.
crows, but instead of the crows, just do the two old guys sitting on the power line.
uh, S-
Cause like it,
Sadler and Waldorf. I think I know one of them
Yes,
was
under
Waldorf.
Waldorf.
Yeah.
yeah, cause when Paco had originally pitched this idea, I'm like the only one that came to my head, but I didn't like it just because it felt too safe. Was do Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Only instead of cartoons, they're Muppets.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that one at all. That didn't even come to mind. That's a really
Mm-hmm.
good one. I mean, yeah, you're right. It is safe because it would just be the same exact thing. Just this, you just replace the
Mm-hmm.
cartoon characters with
Right. Instead of
different.
tunes, it's Muppets.
It's
Yeah,
yeah.
but that
Mm-hmm.
would still. But they
You could
already kind of
even.
did that with the Netflix Muppet movie with Joel McHale and what's it? Where all the Muppets were being killed off in this Muppet world. What was the name of that Netflix Muppet movie?
Oh,
Not
the Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders. Yeah, that was kind of a similar premise. Where, well, is it a similar premise? Because like in the Roger Rabbit, they were killing off the tunes, and in Happy Time Murders, they were killing off all these different Muppets, trying to find the killer.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they kind of already did that, but just Happy Time Murders just wasn't as good. And again, I
Yeah.
think it was just because they didn't Roger Rabbit didn't really use any well-known characters either. But those characters had more of a what's it called? More of a life, I guess is the word.
I honestly
Where
think I haven't seen it, but I think
it's
Happy
not
Time
bad.
Murders would have it might have done better if they had just played it straight like throughout. Like
Yeah,
let the joke be that it's puppets, don't like you get it like just
yeah,
play it serious and the joke like it's there.
yeah,
But I don't know that would have just been me personally, but I
yeah.
mean, yeah, like I do think that there is potential there, but yeah, but even I admit it, like it's a bit of a safe bet.
It's a safe bet.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, but as far as
What
like a like a terrible one, no, I don't know, because when you think Disney, like the good movies come to mind, so I'm like,
Yeah, and even
Well, I
the
mean,
ones that didn't make a whole lot of money, I'm like, it's still okay. Like, I still like the
yeah,
Great Mouse Detective.
yeah. Great Muppet. I think
mhm,
another underrated one. I don't think it should be. I don't think it would work as a Muppet movie because Again, it's like Atlantis. It's already good. You don't really need to do anything. It would be the Rescuers or the Rescuers
Hmm.
Down Under.
Hmm.
Like those are two. I think they're underrated because I don't think they're as popular, but they're still very very good. Because I saw because the Rescuers Down Under wasn't that one came out first and then the Rescuers.
No, we saw it
No,
first because that one was in
Oh,
theaters when we
that
were
was
growing
yeah.
okay,
up. Yeah, we saw that one first, but the original Rescuers was like in the 60s.
okay.
Yeah.
And those were still
Mm.
really good movies. Rizzo the Rat could be in those. There you go. Rizzo is taking over apparently.
Well,
Um,
of out of the ones that Disney has remade, they remade The Lion King, but that one
yeah, or
was actually like no wait, which one am I? I'm thinking of The Jungle Book. They remade The Jungle Book, and that one was okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
Uh, Lion King made no sense because it was still essentially just an animated movie. Like
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
CG
it's not
now,
live
but
action.
yeah. um, but that one I don't think would really work with Muppet. It would just be Muppet Hamlet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um, I
Aladdin.
think Aladdin. I think Aladdin would work with
Aladdin
Muppets.
might work with yeah.
Yeah,
I
Aladdin would
think
work
so
with
too.
puppets. Like I'm
I think
sorry,
you can keep
I
live
didn't
action
like.
Aladdin and you can keep live action Jasmine, and then the majority of the cast is well
Yeah,
Jafar also. You can keep live action
yeah,
Hmm.
Jafar, but everything else is a Muppet, especially the genie.
yeah.
Oh
Don't get me
yes.
wrong. I didn't think the Aladdin live action was horrible. It wasn't great, but I think where they messed up, or because I think he tried too hard, was Will Smith as the genie. That
Yeah,
that's where I think they really really messed it up. Was Will Smith as a genie? Not to knock Will Smith, but
no,
I
because he'll slap the
just
shit
don't.
out of you.
Yeah, yeah. Just think he should have played a different character. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't think he should have played the genie. To be honest, I don't even know who could have played the genie. Like I think that's a role that's like that you just can't match or even get close to what Robin Williams
Hmm.
did.
no,
And
that's
even
why
he
you
was
have to
like,
replace it with a Muppet,
That's
and
it.
it has to be
yes,
Fozzie.
it'll
Fozzie has
it'll
to
be
be the genie.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, okay, yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Be the genie. Fozzie would have to be the genie. I could get down with that. I can get down with that.
Hmm. But
Fozzie would have
yeah.
to be the genie. Fozzie would have to be the genie. What about Disney straight TV movies like Johnny Tsunami with Muppets?
So long as Shang Tsung is still in the movie, so long as he's
Shang
still the
Tsung's still
grandpa.
in there. Shang Tsung is still going to be the grandpa.
I need to learn that guy's actual name. I've looked it up like 100 times, but in my head just erases it, and he's like Shang Tsung,
It's Shang
forever
Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Oh, I know.
Uh, I watched it like the other day too. It was on one of the streaming channels or
Yeah,
something. And I was just I'm watching this.
it's a
Literally,
good movie. It's one of the
it
best.
is. It is.
Best ones. There's so many like Disney Channel movies that were so good. The Smart House, that
The
was a good
Smart
movie.
House was good.
I
Look
still
at
to it wasn't until a few years ago I legit thought that Peggy Bundy, when I found her name was Katie Seagal, was married to Steven Seagal. I thought that for years. I was like, man, Steven Seagal's killing it out there. Like, I don't know,
well,
like, Peggy
given
Bundy.
Steven Seagal's marriage history, there was a huge
It's
you there was a
it's
chance you were going
not
to be
that
correct.
far. Yeah.
Not that far off. Not that far off.
Dude was married to three chicks at the same time in
And
two
Yeah.
different countries.
that's top G status right there. That's that top G status. The
He's the
original
top
top
G.
G. He's the original top G.
I mean, Putin thinks so. That's why he keeps them
Hmm.
around.
So does the Louisiana Sheriff's Department apparently as well.
Now Arizona now.
It's Arizona now. Oh, great.
Yeah. The last season of Lawman was in Arizona, where they were him and that one sheriff, uh,
Oh, our
For the rest
Arpeo,
of
Joe,
the week,
our
Arpeo,
Joe Arpeo. Yeah.
Arpeo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they got into some shenanigans together.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, that's horrible. That's horrible.
um,
All right, to move away from like the Disney movies,
wait, no,
like
no, no, no. Hang on. I know exactly the perfect movie that Disney should have kicked this off with, and it is the definition of a terrible Disney movie. The live action Pinocchio that they didn't even release to theaters. They're like, put that garbage on Plus. Like,
yeah,
we will
yeah,
not sully our good name by putting this trash in theaters. Put it on
yeah,
our
that would
streaming
be a really
service.
good one. That would be a really
Kermit
good
can be
one.
Jiminy Cricket. You can make a
Ah,
new Muppet for him if you want, where he, but it's Kermit as
Mm-hmm.
Jiminy Cricket. I mean, you could just make Pinocchio a puppet and then turn him into Haley Joel Osment's younger brother at the end or
yeah,
something.
there you go.
uh, but yeah, it works. Like
It works.
Pinocchio, puppet Pinocchio works, or Muppet
Mm-hmm.
Pinocchio works.
Muppet Pinocchio works really well. Did
Yep,
they?
I
Didn't they
agree.
already do Muppet Peter Pan?
I don't think they did.
Because they did Muppet Peter Pan is Kermit, Miss Piggy's Tinkerbell, like the worst Tinkerbell ever. Most clingy Tinkerbell. Um, if you could, you'd have to bring back Dustin Hoffman and uh, Bob Hoskins as Captain Hook and Shmi. Have to come back with Hook and
I
Shmi.
like this. Yeah.
And then, of
Well,
course, you have all the different Muppets, being the evil guys, all the different pirates.
right.
Uh, that would be good. Now I threw out Con Air out there now as the fucking wild card. What just random movie you think would be great as a Muppet movie?
Hmm.
Because there's a lot out there that I think would make great fucking Muppet movies. There's
Okay,
no
all right.
need.
All right. Just top of my head. Hear me out.
Oh God.
Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, the whole series. The whole series.
That works.
The whole series.
I hate how much this works.
It works, doesn't it? It works so well. Why did they come up with this? God, it works so well. I mean, and you don't even you don't even have to change the soundtrack. The soundtrack still works with it. The soundtrack still works with it. And imagine going up to all these different car meets and fucking Kermit and Piggy show up, dude.
you
The Fast Five or no Fast Seven, where Miss Piggy is Michelle Rodriguez, and she has to fight Ronda Rousey, and she goes beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey.
God damn it, this works so well.
It works so fucking well.
Well, never
I
mind
know
my
this is
stupid
true.
idea. I was just gonna say John Wick, like off the top of my head, but like, nah, you blew my shit out of the water. This works
I
way
mean,
better. This works way
oh
better.
man, that works so well, dude. That trumps it all, bro. Like
It
that
does.
that
I was
that
like,
really does.
starting from the first one, you could keep Paul Walker as human, and then, like,
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But if Disney had the foresight back then to just remake all of it,
It,
And imagine just like all the iconic scenes of which Muppet you would put in that scene. Who would play Johnny Tran? Toretto. Like, is it Gonzo? It'd be like Toretto. Wait, would it
I I would want.
Skeeter? He would be the dude. He would be Jesse.
He'd be the dude from Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, no. Scooter would be just Jesse from the first one when he runs away from Johnny Tran. And
Oh, okay, yeah.
he's like, I'm sorry. Like, no, Scooter. Like, that one really works, man. You don't really have to change a
I,
lot.
I would want uh, Beaker to play of Ludacris's character because
Oh,
Because he's the one that builds all the
because
shit.
yeah, he built everything.
yeah, and I did get his name right. He's the one that like squeaks when he talks, or is that the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
Beaker.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's Speaker.
Okay, okay,
Honeydew's the one that
because
talks normal.
that's talk.
yeah.
Okay,
Honeydew
yeah, all right,
is the scientist.
okay, because
Beaker's
I'm
just his
like
apprentice.
because the big thing with like Ludacris is when he's the one that hacks into all this stuff is that they're always like, damn it, in English. So it could be the same thing. He'd be like, "Beep, beep, 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 beep," and they're like, in English, damn it. Now you're speaking my language.
God damn it, this works so well.
Wait, like then imagine like you have to bring The Rock back in one of the movies, and is gonna and
I think
Kermit is playing
Jason's.
Toretto, so he's gonna have to fight The Rock.
I think Jason Statham and The Rock should stay,
Yeah, they should
Mhm,
definitely stay.
and then
It would bump up their cred.
yeah, and
mhm,
then we have what was theirs? Calvin and Hobbes and Shaw
mhm.
and Knuckles. Oh,
Yeah.
their
Okay.
spin
Yeah.
their spinoff
I
can
I
uh
would
I
I would
no
want them to
go,
make I would want them to make a Muppet that's kind of like a tree and it's still
uh,
voiced by Vin Diesel and that'll be like a play on like cuz he's Groot.
right.
A
I
Muppet Tree,
would
that would be good. That would be good. That Muppet Tree would be good. Damn, that's
uh,
such a good dude. That was so good. That was
that
so
does
good.
work really well. Damn
It really
it.
does.
and that was just like top of my head, man. That was the first
Yeah, I
one.
can't top that. I I mean, the only other one that like came to my mind because I said John Wick was Point Break. The
Ooh, that would be
Ooh,
cool.
okay.
because
Roadhouse?
yeah, Roadhouse
Mm.
also worked.
Yeah.
Yes, Roadhouse and Point Break would be really good. I think Road, Roadhouse and Point Break. Ooh, I just want to see a scene from this movie in Muppet form. It's the town when Ben Affleck goes up to Jeremy Renner. He's like, I just want to see a Muppet version of that. You know how Muppets
I
fight? They
need your
just
help.
start waving around as they're beating up some random Italian or Mexican dudes.
I need your help. I can't tell
I
you
need
what
your
it
help.
is. You can't ask me about it later, but we're gonna hurt some people.
Jeremy
Whose
Renner
car are
should
we
be
gonna
played by
take?
Ralph the dog.
Whose car are we gonna take?
It should be Rolf the dog. That would be funny.
It's still Ben Affleck, like asking Rolfer.
It's still what happened. As they're walking next to each other, you just see Rolf's little ass. Like, and even if you can't think of a movie, there's iconic scenes that would be funnier or just made a little bit better with a Muppet in them somewhere,
Oh
or
yeah.
just full Muppet, like Terminator. Come with me if you want to live. It's just fucking Sweetums. It's just fucking Sweetums.
My favorite thing about this is that we know a whole lot of Muppet names.
It's Wait, I got a great comedy that should be a Muppet movie.
Uh, go
Super
for it.
bad.
Super bad as
Super
Muppets.
Oh my
Super
god.
Super bad. Just because we watched it the other night, and I remembered how funny it was. Super bad as a bunch of Muppets. As a bunch of Muppets would be great. It still has to have Seth Rogen and Bill Hader as the cops. I don't know
Yeah.
who would play. I don't know who would play McLovin.
Oh, because Fozzie would totally be Jonah Hill's character,
Oh
Sad.
yes, that was my. Like imagine Fozzie as they're waiting in their liquor store. Is that who I think it is? I gotta check out these warlocks. As they're just
It's like it doesn't even have a first name. It just says Waka Waka.
I am Waka Waka.
Waka.
I think it's got to be Gonzo. I think Gonzo has to be McLovin.
Gonzo has to be McLovin.
You think Gonzo has to be McLovin?
I think Gonzo has to be McLovin.
It's
and
like,
then
well,
Kermit's...
they let you pick a name when you go down there. So it was either this or a Kermit. Why the hell would it be Waka Waka or Kermit? Like,
Waka Waka is the most common name on earth, asshole.
Kermit can be Michael Cera.
Yeah, Kermit would have to be Michael Cera, and then a drunk Miss Piggy would in scenes. But who would play Emma Watson, or would Emma Watson still be in? I think she would still be in the movie. If you pitched this to her, I think she'd accept.
Okay, because I was gonna say if she was gonna be a Muppet, she'd probably be Miss Piggy then.
You think she would be Miss Piggy? She'd be a better.
Oh well, no, because Kermit's Michael Cera, so no.
Kermit's Michael Cera, so she'd have to be the other one.
She'd have to be the other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you pitched this to Emma Watson, she'd be down.
Stone, you mean?
Or Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Yeah. Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, Emma Stone.
I do that one a lot too.
Why I get those up. But yeah, I think if you pitched it to Emma Stone, I think she'd be up for it.
I think there's a lot of actors that are like, yeah, I'm down to do a Muppet movie. Like,
they just see Muppets and it's like, I'm in. I don't even need to read a script.
I'm in 100%.
Yeah,
fucking Muppet movie. I'm down. Like, this is gonna, like, even if it's bad, it's still gonna be good.
I mean, that's part of why the Muppet Christmas Carol is so good, because Michael Caine took this role and acted in it with 100% of his talent and his skill, as if he was being directed by Christopher Nolan.
Because it's Michael motherfucking Caine, bro. That's why. That man.
Like, he was still talking to Kermit with full 100%, of talent.
Dedication, bravado.
Yeah.
Kermit was just another actor to him. That was all it was. That's how he took it.
Exactly.
Ooh, what about,
that's how I feel.
You guys think Mad Max works as a Muppet?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All the Mad Max would work as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that one works. Do you think Silence of the Lambs would work? Silence of the Lambs is a Muppet movie. Who plays Buffalo Bill? That's the real question. Fozzie.
Fozzie, you want Fozzie?
You'd fucking. Oh fuck, dude. Oh, dude, yeah, we got some gems. We got some gems. Fucking Fast and the Furious still tops everything.
Yeah, it just works. Damn it.
Yep.
Con Air would just come out of left field. Con Air just coming out of left field. Mad Max is another really good, really great choice. And then just little scenes from other movies.
I would say that I think only the Mad Max sequels work. So I would say, like, from the Road Warrior onward. I don't think the first one would work as a.
You think the first one would work?
No,
I mean, I think,
but all the ones like post-apoc, because the first one's not post-apocalyptic. It's the second one and onward.
Yeah.
So I would say from the Road Warrior. So post-apocalyptic onward, it would work.
I think Fury Road would probably be the best one.
Yes.
Fury Road would probably be the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I want Fozzie as Immortan Joe.
Oh, I was going to say.
Wait, who?
Animal.
You want Animal as Immortan Joe? I said Fozzie.
Animal should probably be either the
Fozzie as Immortan Joe.
Yeah, Fozzie as Immortan Joe. No, Animal should either be the Doof Warrior or he should be the main guy. What's his name?
No. Doof Warrior. You had it right the first time.
And then, of course, you have to change it. No guitar. It's just him with his drum set going.
Like, yeah,
Ah!
no.
And then him jumping around like the Doof Warrior does with his drum set connected to
I just want to hear Fozzie say, "Do not become addicted to water." Ah.
Would Tom Hardy still be in it, or we'd have to change Tom Hardy?
I don't know. Would
I think you'd
Kermit
have
be
to change
Max?
Tom Hardy. Yeah, I think Kermit has to be Max.
Kermit has to be Max.
Hardy has to be Max.
Yeah, you can keep
Mm.
Charlize Theron or
Theron.
Theron,
Mm-hmm.
Theron.
Yeah.
but yeah, she can still
Yeah,
be
Furiosa. There
Furiosa.
you go. Mm-hmm.
What if
But
Miss
I
Piggy
think
was Immortan
Kermit's gonna
Joe?
have to be.
This-
You know what? I don't hate that.
Yeah, I don't hate it either. Who would be what's his name? I forget the main dude who paints himself, who's all got a heart on for
Nux.
Morton.
Oh,
Huh?
Nux.
Nux.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nuts, yeah. Who would he be? Would that be a Gonzo character going, "Witness me, witness me"?
I think. I think so.
I mean, the fact that we've perfectly casted all of these movies, Disney, call us. Like,
Like
you want to make
you're,
money for your shareholders? We're right here.
it's like Jim Henson Company. Come on, we'll
Jimmy
be
Hicks, come
there.
on,
We'll do
bro.
your.
We got you. It would just, and it would be for all ages because you're gonna change the script and make it funny.
Oh
You know
yeah,
they're
of
gonna do.
course.
Yeah,
Change the
yeah.
script and make it even funnier. So it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
PG shit, and it's gonna work. No matter what kind of weird stuff it says, but like, man, it works. It's Muppets. It works. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. It works.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. What's another movie you can throw out there that works really well? Maybe it's the scene from Alien.
With the chest burster.
Game over, man. Just,
Oh, from
just
Aliens.
yeah.
Uh,
Gonzo as the alien. You got a Gonzo mouth coming out. Gonzo as the alien.
That does tie into Gonzo's lore.
Exactly, Gonzo extraterrestrial. So it ties into the lore. I don't know who would play. What's his name? Bill Paxton. Game over, man. Game over.
Hmm.
I don't know what Muppet would play him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Huh.
I'm kind of stumped on that one.
It's.
Yeah, because it'd have to be like a side character Muppet. That's who it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be one of the ones that we actually don't know the name of.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Or it could be the Sam Eagle.
it could be
Sam the
Sammy,
Eagle.
or it could be
Mm-hmm.
Beaker. Just me. Jeez. I'm trying to think.
All right.
I know there's
I.
tons of movies.
All right. I think. I think we get a. We did a good list, and I
That's a really
think we
good
got
list.
enough. Like,
Put it out
Yeah.
that's.
there.
And
As
on
soon as
that
we see
note,
movies in theaters, I'm making a phone call. I'm writing a stern letter.
You owe us
Writing a
money.
stern-
you
we need to copyright this immediately.
exact. But yes, on that note, let us know in the comments what your ideal Muppet movie recast reimagining would be.
What
Let
movie
us
would you
know who
read?
you'd cast as a Morton Joe or who you'd cast in Fast and the Furious as Muppets.
I'm sure
Just
there's
let
other
us
Muppets
know.
that we're just missing.
Of course, but yes,
Yeah,
please
there.
let us know in the comments what you all think, and believe us, we will read them and we will react to them on the next
Okay,
Alpha
one
Primos.
caveat.
What's up?
So is it? So would you be able to, because it's Muppets? Technically, aren't the Sesame Street Muppets? Wouldn't we be able to include them as well? Because they're all
No,
Muppets.
they're not technically.
Not
Yeah.
Like,
technically.
no, yeah, Jim Henson always kind of kept them separate. Like a
Okay.
handful of Muppets could cross over to Sesame Street and they could
Uh
hang
huh.
out with like Big Bird and stuff.
Yeah.
But you
But not
never
the other
really
way around.
saw, yeah, you never really saw Big Bird in anything Muppets. Like
Yeah,
Dang, that's a
because
I
really
think
dang. I was gonna say that's a
because
missed opportunity.
it's
it's
because
because
Jim
they want to
Henson,
protect Sesame Street because since
yeah,
they're
Mhm.
so focused on like education and stuff, they
Uh-huh.
don't want to mix them with yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah,
a fair point. That's a fair point.
it's that, and it's that Jim Henson was also just kind of tired of puppets always being like pigeonholed to being a kid thing. So
I
Mm-hmm.
got
he made Sesame Street, and he's like, okay, yeah, these are my kid Muppets, but these are my Muppets that are like they can do more adult stuff,
yeah.
because he always wanted to do more adult material with
Uh-huh.
puppets. So,
Well, we can make his dreams come true. I'm
oh, his
telling
son
you.
already did. His son directed the Happy Time Murders.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, all right. Hell yeah. Yeah, call us Henson's kid. We got you. We got you. We're gonna bring back the Henson Company for 100-fold.
Yes.
All right,
All right.
kids.
And now on that, we will wrap things up. We'll
And
see
that
you
bombshell.
all next time.
Next time.
Peace.